single largest attributor to keyword ranking on Amazon is sales, specifically sales history.
What's going on, Information Nation? Nick here with Everyman's Empire. Today we have an exciting video where we talk to Casey Gauss, the owner and CEO of Viral Launch. This is a guy that's coached companies that do $500 million per year on Amazon, as well as 36,000 other companies. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, so stay tuned. Let's get into it.
What's up, guys? I am Casey Gauss, CEO and founder of Viral Launch. We are a software and services company helping sellers source, launch, and dominate on the Amazon platform. To date, we've worked with over 7,000 brands, running over 30,000 product launches, working with brands, everyone from those just getting started, putting their first product up on Amazon, to brands doing more than $5 million a month. Our largest client last year did just under 100 million, and these guys are absolutely killing it. We've worked with guys everywhere in between.
You also have the launch program as well, where you launch products, stuff like that. Maybe you can go over that briefly and explain exactly how that all works, how that works with the algorithm of Amazon, if it's illegal, if it's legal, if it's dangerous. Because I know there's some especially on the channel, there's some people that have I guess two ways of thinking about it. Because Amazon used to have that review system, right, where you could incentivize a review, and now you can't. Yeah. And it's the old pool of people are still in there, so they feel like it's a bad, that's a red flag area of people. So maybe you can kind of ease some minds on that. Just let them people know.
Yeah, a few things. So Viral Launch has never been a review service. We never really focused on reviews. Our focus has always been on driving keyword ranking. So a couple of points to that. So one, when Amazon changed their terms of service around incentivized reviews, they emailed review services saying, you need to change the way that you guys operate, or else. I don't remember what the or else is. I know a few sellers that received this email. I love to review, for example. So we never received this. Actually, it was kind of as a company, because everybody had to shut their websites down to go rework their stuff. And we got to continue operating as we were, just because we had never focused on reviews. We were always focused on driving ranking. Two, we've more than doubled our list. I don't know the specifics. We've either added 200 or 250, maybe 300,000 new people to our list since the review update. So more than half of our pool are people that were never around when the incentivized reviews were a thing, and this list continues to grow every day. But yeah, again, so we've run over 30,000 product launches. At least 20 of those have come. I would imagine, I don't again have the specific numbers, I would imagine at least 20,000 of those launches have come after the terms of service change. And again, no issues in terms of policy violations from running promotions. So essentially the way that Viral Launch works is, well, just take a step back. I think single most impactful thing to your Amazon business is, apart from product selection, you have to choose great products, but is ranking. So you could have the prettiest photos, you could have the best written listing, but if your product is on page 30, no one is going to see it, no one is going to buy it. And so the way that we drive the most impact for the sellers is through getting their products ranking up on page 1, maybe top 10, maybe top 5 for your main keywords. And so the way that Amazon ranks products is largely the single largest attributor to keyword ranking on Amazon is sales, specifically sales history. And so they're tracking in these buckets, 24 hours, 48 hours, 7 days, 14 days, 30 days, 60 days, in these buckets, calculating your average per day sales. And so what we try to do as a company here at Viral Launch is help you to fill these buckets with high average per day sales so that you can rank alongside your competitors. So looking at the page 1 for fish oil as an example, let's say these guys are selling 50 units a day. In order to rank alongside them for the fish oil, you would need to sell 50 units per day. So if that sounds like a lot of units to sell at a discount, we're selling these products at usually 90% off. So if that sounds like a lot, it's because for a lot it is. So I think you should be entering markets where you have the budget to be able to compete in terms of giveaways. Maybe for your market, it's 10 units a day. Maybe it's 15 units a day. But we run these promotions at 90% off for a minimum of 7 days so that we can satisfy that first 7-day bucket. And what this allows you to do is, usually keyword ranking is delayed 2 to 3 days, maybe 5 days. But after that, third day, fifth day, you'll usually find yourself on page one. And over the last few days of your launch, you'll see yourself incrementally increase in the search results. And if you have a well-optimized listing, which is super important, you'll find yourself ranking for multiple keywords. And again, another reason why having an optimized listing is so important is because let's say you didn't have fish oil in your title. Well, it's very, very difficult to drive ranking if you don't. So let's say you had fish oil and omega-3 supplements in your title, and we're only targeting the keyword fish oil. Well, a lot of the time we'll also see good lift for this secondary keyword omega-3 oil simply because it's in your title. And this is why having an optimized listing from a keyword standpoint is very critical, because it essentially allows you to maximize the exposure that you get in the search results.
Right. But it's interesting that you brought up about the buckets of sales, or like the history of the product. I actually didn't know about that. Actually, I know when I sell my products, I usually just worry about the first say 7 days, and then I just let them go. But I noticed you guys do a sales drip as well. Do you guys do that for a lot of your bigger brands, where you do say 30 sales a day, giveaways for 6-7 days, and then you do maybe 10 for a couple days, and then 5 for a couple days, and 2 for a couple days? Do you do that ever?
Yeah, so I mean, the trick to sustaining keyword ranking on Amazon, here, let me just switch back over to me real quick. So the trick to sustaining ranking on Amazon is sales. And so if you drive ranking, let's say for fish oil, you drive ranking, you're ranking page 1 for this keyword fish oil, and you start generating a good volume of organic sales, well, you don't need to drip these promotions anymore, because you are driving enough organic sales to maintain your rank. But for people where, let's say you had to give away 30 units a day and now you're only selling 15 units a day organically, well, you should definitely drip between 5 and 15 units a day until your organic sales match the organic level of those ranking around you, so that you can maintain those ranks.
Right.
And something people are usually afraid of is quote overkill, so giving away too many units. But essentially what giving away too many units does is just builds up your sales history, so you have a stronger sales history, so you can maintain that rank even better. And so in very, very competitive markets, we'll suggest giving away for a minimum of 10 days. In super competitive markets, let's say you're selling 20, 30,000 units a month organically on a product, or your competitors are, well, you would want to give away for somewhere around 30 days, maybe even longer, in 60 days. Some of our clients will give away indefinitely just because they need that volume to help them maintain their rank. But they're selling 20,000 units a month organically. It's very profitable for them. Yeah, so in terms of listing optimization, so we've run over 30,000 product launches to date. And for every launch that we are running, we're tracking the content, the keyword structure of a listing. So we understand, keyword XYZ was placed at the beginning of the title, and here's how it trended in the search results. Keyword ABC was only in the, bullet points, and this is how it trended. So we leverage all of this data from these launches to understand how we need to be building listings for our clients. So last year, our listings did over $200 million worth of sales on Amazon. One is largely from our largest client. Again, we wrote every single one of their listings. So we just have a ton of experience. We have 4 people on staff right now. We just hired 2 more. They start in a couple of weeks, and we're months backed up because we're just writing so many listings. And when it comes to photography, so essentially what the listing optimization is used for is the science component of selling a product on Amazon. And really that comes down to maximizing your exposure in the search results. So the branded language, the sales inducing beautiful language, telling your brand story is really needs to be done in the photos, because the content is largely filled up with your keywords. And so of course, it needs to be beautiful language as much as possible. The trick is beautifully marrying sales-inducing language with as many keywords as possible. And then the photos come down to, so we're huge advocates of lifestyle shots. I think this is kind of like our bread and butter. So if you need a dog model, for example, we will go get a dog. If you sell motorcycle straps, we will go find a motorcycle and a trailer for you. So these are all things included, but we rent a house and we have a huge talent pool here in Indianapolis. We also will fly our photographers to Florida if it's beach related products and it's winter here. So Our focus is on conveying the context of your product. So showing it within context. How big is your water bottle? Showing, dimensions. People don't necessarily understand it, but if I show it next to an iPhone, now I understand how big this water bottle is because I understand how big an iPhone is. And then we just really try to tell kind of your brand story, this product story, through your photos, because that is what people are really paying attention to.